Where am I at? Oh yeah, there I am. I can see me now. I'm a good looking one. Okay, Davidson's all natural gem. Welcome back. Dang it. You were gone for a long time. Dang it. I gotta figure out dang it. Get it in there. Okay, anyway, GrindLux 4000 sharpener. Is it for you? Is it, you see all the reviews on it's too slow? It's too expensive, it's too wobbly, it's only, you know, is it for you? Should you have this if you have a hobby mill? Should you have this if you have a high production mill? Or should you have this if you're just a user like me who's trying to make a living at it? I did an earlier sharpening video on this, on how to set it up and how to adjust it, but I just thought I'd go over some more of this, how to get going with this. The sharpening stone, you have to set this yourself. You have to set the distance, or you have to shape this yourself. The flat side goes this way, and that's the shape you want to make your stone. You just put that right on there and then you make your stone that shape. Here's the sharpener that comes with it. You turn on your grinder. That's your automatic stop. Turn on your grinder. Spin your blade. You want to make it that shape, right? So first you got to look at, see what shape it is. Okay, you look on there and you see, okay, in order to get that in there right, I need to take off some of this. And now I'll grind off that. Corner there. You can't hold this on there while it's spinning. So you've got to. You got to shut it off every time to get that. To get that right shape. And there we're pretty close. We're not exact. I need to take off some more of this, get this in a little bit more. I'm not too bad. I need to pull a little bit more off this side, but we're gonna call that good. It doesn't have to be perfect. There's no perfect grinding that, but your disc is gonna come square. You definitely need to grind that square off there and get as close to that shape as you can. Yep, right in the light, huh? I'll try to stay out of the light, but I probably won't. GrindLux 4000, I just set the blade behind this washer here, and I've tightened this up. And now if I were to put this down and grind, I would probably grind in the middle of one of these teeth. So you don't want to do that. First thing you want to do is get this advanced set. Starting right at the weld there. Now I'll put the head down. Once it's advanced one tooth, I can put this head down. This goes right in this small hole. And I watch this go down. It's not hitting the front or the gullet of that tooth. So now I'll turn it on, and it should be just probably barely grinding the tooth. Perfect. And now I'll move this up so it hits the gullet. There you go. And I mean, that was just a small little turn. Now I'm getting the gullet and the tip of that tooth. Ooh, just barely. There we go. And that's all the adjustments that I have to make from blade to blade. As long as and that's because this one has been sharpened the same amount as the last blade that I just took off. They've both been sharpened 5 times. This one's been sharpened 5 times, and that one's been sharpened 5 times. So the depth of this is set about the same, the advance of this is set about the same. And then I'll take this little thing, and it's going to go around here and it's going to hit those 2 knobs right there. When it gets all the way around, it's going to hit those 2 knobs and shut the machine off. Just like that. It's going to be on the blade like that, and it's going to shut them both off. So what I'll do is I'll take this and set it right on the blade. I better take it and set it back here a little ways. And I'm done. In 23 minutes, that's going to go all the way around and shut itself off. But I'm done. I'm walking out. I'm leaving. I'm going back to work. Well, I'm probably going back to lunch. But I don't need to stay in here and watch this go around. As long as I've set this, it comes around, flips off those 2 switches, you're done. It runs down here. There's a fuse down here. I've got it wired together with some wires because we had a blowout. And then that runs to the battery. And by blowout, I mean I hooked a positive and a negative up wrong and then plugged the charger in wrong, and it was my fault. Red goes to red, black goes to black. You just gotta remember that, it's easy. Anyway, I don't believe in that. I think red and black, they should go together. I put one red one with one black one. It was fun times. Blew the fuse, blew the wire, burnt the wire, burnt my charging. It was fun times. But this is ran off a 12 volt. So I can grab this whole stand, and I've done it before. Grab this whole stand, grab your little grinding stone and your little shape for your wheel, and grab your battery, and off you go. You're portable. You can sharpen your blades right in the field. A little bit of work and you can set your blades right in the field too. But taking this sharpener out somewhere where all you have is a battery, you got a battery on your sawmill probably, but even if you don't, you got a battery on your car. Somewhere around there you've got a 12 volt battery. Hook this up and away you go. This is this is worth every penny of this. Coming in here, I don't have to spend any time. That takes me 30 seconds to put it on there, set it, turn it on, and walk away. It takes me 30 seconds. Yeah, it might take this 23 minutes to sharpen the blade, but it takes me 30 seconds to do it. That's 30 seconds of my time. That's 2 minutes of my time. So 3 minutes of my time, I've got it set and sharpened with the Woodland Mills GrindLux 4000. Like and subscribe. I just put out one on a setter. You're gonna have to go back and do that. I'll put them all in the how-to playlist. There's one on the setter and there's one on the chainsaw sharpener. But I will probably not let this go for 23 minutes. But maybe. I'll probably just let it go for 23 minutes and I'll go talk and use the restroom and let you watch this grind for 23 minutes. And the members only will see this grinder working for the next 23 minutes. But I'm not going to stay here for 23 minutes. Oh shoot, I probably got to stay here because otherwise if I don't turn on my mic, you'll hear me using the restroom. Dang it. Dang it. Members only, dang it. So dang is Davidson's all natural gem, D-A-N-G. And identify as an it, because YouTube wouldn't let me identify as the shit. This sharpener is not like the WoodMizer sharpener or the Cook sharpener, I think. They grind the rest of this. Mine only grinds to right there. From there to there is where it grinds, the bottom of that gullet. From here up the backside of that tooth, it does not clean off the backside of that tooth. And other sharpeners will clean off the backside of that tooth and grind the backside of that tooth for some reason, a reason that I've never understood. But I'm getting 11 sharpenings out of this blade. We're on 5 now. This one's been resharpened 5 times, and when I pull it off of here and put it back on the mill, I honestly couldn't tell you if this was a new one or a used one. They're sharpening just as well as a new one. Sometimes better. I'll also tell you that this is no longer a 10 degree blade. It was a 10 degree double hard. That is not 10 degree. That is 8.5 degree, and I've set this knob back here, so there's no setting for 8.5 degree. That's just my personal setting, and I should probably put that in the video too, because that's another plus. Just like the 2-setter, being able to set this at 7 degree, 7.5 degree, 8 degree, 8.5 degree, whatever you want is a definite plus on having this grinder. There's no, on some of the grinders you have a knob back here and you can sharpen it at 10 degrees, and then you can hit that knob and you can sharpen it at 12 degrees, or you can sharpen it at 7. There's no in between. There's no way you can do it in between. this GrindLux 4000, you can make that angle anything you want. And I buy the 10-degree double hards, and then I sharpen them to 8.5 degree. And that's not something that I just came up with or made up. That's not some made up degree. What I did was I used the 10-degree double hard and I sharpened them at 10 degree. And I found that sharpening at 10 degrees with the WoodMizer LT35, you're not going through those hardwoods or softwoods. You're not going through them at a great speed. You're not very fast. It only goes so fast. Then I took some 7-degree blades. I brought 7-degree blades, and those blades go through way faster than the 10-degree blade. They're great. They're phenomenal. The speed on the 7-degree blades is great. But back to the 10-degree blade. The 10-degree blade, when I sharpen 10-degree blade, they will go. I can definitely run that 10-degree blade for 2 hours before I have to sharpen it again. Whereas if I'm running a 10-degree at 2 hours, the 7 degrees, I'm down to an hour and a half, an hour, or I'm getting less time out of the 7-degree. They stay sharp less. The 10 degrees stay sharp more. The happy medium in there that I found is 8.5. The 8.5 will stay sharp almost as long as the 10 and cut almost as fast as the 7. So it's my happy medium between those two, between the 7 degree and the 10 degree. Now, WoodMizer sells a 9-degree double hard, and I'm hoping that the next blades I buy will be 9-degree double hards, and I can set this cam back here or set this angle back here. The cam stays the same. Set this angle back here to 9 degrees, and I'm hoping the 9 degrees will do me. But right now I figured that I'm about 8.5 degree sharpening. So here's your automatic. Can you see where the automatic is? If you've been watching that, it's going to come around and shut off these 2 points over here. I'll move the camera so you can see that. So I don't know how long this video's been going, or if you can't even see my beautiful face. Okay. Anyway, this I set as soon as I put the sharpener going. I set it way over there, and this has traveled all the way around this blade. Travels through these, no problem. Travels through these rollers, no problem. And this is going to advance up there, and it's going to hit those 2 off buttons. It's going to turn off the advancer and the grinding wheel at the same time. Because normally right now, I'm out sawmilling, in 20 minutes, I've already been out there and sawn 4,000 board feet every 20 minutes of lumber, right? Okay, maybe not that much. But I've already been out there sawmilling in the 20 minutes that it's taken this to advance around. But this was set 20 minutes ago. I set this and I walked away from this grinder, and I haven't done anything with this grinder since I set that. Does that make sense? There we go. The money shot on the whole video right here. Okay, not yet. Okay, this is the money shot. No, not yet. We're dragging out this money shot for sure. You see how that blade like jerks every once in a while? That's just it's just normal. That's just how it is. All of this in here is staying flat. Here we go with the money shot. Let me get right in the shadow of the money shot. There it is. Nope. Just kidding. Let's go one more. Boom. Your grinder's off, your advancer's off, and you're done. It's automatically shut off both those switches. And after I've been out there, after I've been sharpening for 2 hours, I'll walk back in the garage, and this is how I'll find that. Just like that. And what I'll do now is I'll take this off. I'll set it down there on the stool. Right down there. And I'll sharpen those teeth from there to right there. That's where I started. I'll sharpen those teeth right to there. By the time those get done, I'll have another blade set and ready to go. I'll take this blade off and put on a new one and walk away. And that's how it doesn't, and that's why it doesn't matter how fast this is. It's irrelevant how fast this is. It's how fast you can get it on there, get it set up, and walk away. GrindLux 4000, some of the things that you can't do with other sharpeners is, this is a 12-volt system. You can't put a Cook sharpener or a WoodMizer sharpener on a 12-volt system. The Woodland Mills sharpener you can put on a 12-volt system. The grinding blades for the Woodland Mills grinder, I think it's two of them for, I think they're $10 a piece. Two of them for $19.95 shipped to your house. The wheels are cheap. All these legs come off with little twists. All those are adjustable with little twists. Pop the legs off, pop these arms off in 5 minutes and throw it in your chuck and you're good to go. Remote anywhere you want. The one thing about this that you have to watch is this little knob back here. I think I've seen that on anybody else who's reviewing this. This little knob will work its way loose or bump off. You've got to watch your angle and your knob on that, because this will move. This has a lock here. This has never moved on me. This is simple. There's nothing that's not simple about this. Plan on, you know, don't put your brand new carbide tip blade, $500 carbide tip blade on this as your first grind, because you're probably going to have an accident the first time you do this. That goes without saying. That to get to learn how to do this, you're going to grind too much off the first teeth, not enough off some teeth. You're going to be advancing it too much. You're going to be lowering it too much. You're going to mess up a blade. But once you learn how to do this and you get through that first blade, you know, between the two setter and the grinder, 3 hours to mount to a table, to mount all these legs and to learn it. That's the 3 hours, one of the best 3 hours I've spent with the sawmill, is learning how to use this. And now I'm gonna show you how much savings this is, how much this has saved me. These videos are all gonna be in the how-to playlist. Just go to my playlist tabs. It's gonna be in the how-to playlist. It's gonna be the uncut version, the unedited version is gonna be in the members only list, which will come out a couple days before the full video of this comes out, the edited version. They're all going to be in the how-to playlist. All the edited versions will be in the how-to playlist of this grinder, of the setting of the teeth, and of the chainsaw sharpener, and of any other time we spent here in the shop. Thanks for watching. Appreciate everybody who's watching. I appreciate all the new subscribers. I've got 20 brand new blades in 3 years on the WoodMizer LT35. I've sharpened those 20 blades 225 times. 225 divided by 20 equals 11.25 times average I've sharpened each blade. That's how many sharpenings I get. Out of one blade, on average, I get 11 sharpenings. I've got as many, I used to say as many as 13, but I've got as many as 15 sharpenings out of one of those blades. And 15 is too many. Even 13 is too many. 11 is pushing it. I can get 10, 9 pretty consistently, and even that 10th sharpening is good. The 11, 12, 13 sharpenings are just, they don't hold the edge as long. So don't think that you can just continue to sharpen this blade forever and it'll and use it forever. You're not going to do that. It's going to break. After 13 sharpenings, it is worn out. But I did sharpen some just to see if I could do it for 15 times. I sharpened 2 of them for 15 times. Anyway, back to this. So what I say my average was 11.2 times I've sharpened them. Is that on the average? Yep, 11.25 times on average I sharpen them. I bought 20, well I bought more than 20, but I've used 20 brand new blades from WoodMizer. I've sharpened each one of those blades 11.25 times on average for a total of 225 times I've sharpened the blades. And after 225 times, I went through one of those grinding wheels. And they're $9 a piece at most. So 20 brand new blades at $25 a piece, that's $500. Sending those blades off to get them sharpened 225 times, even if you can get it at $7 a sharpening, which I don't use the WoodMizer Resharp program. I don't use anybody else's sharpening programs. So I don't know if with shipping you can actually get it for $7 a blade. I don't know if you pay shipping both ways, whatever you pay. But if you can get them resharpened and back to you for $7, doing that 225 times, I spent $1,575. $1,075 plus $500 for the new blades that I bought. That puts me at $2,075. And I know that you can, I used to be able to, I don't know it anymore, but I know you can get that sharpener and that setter for less than $2,075. So in 3 years, that is more than paid for itself. At $2,000, I think it's pretty close to double. Paid for itself twice, almost, I bet. I bet it was $1,200 or so. And that's much my bet. I don't know. So I think I've went over all the other points, to the video on whether that's worth it for a hobby sawyer or a production sawyer or a portable sawyer or just somebody where there's no electricity with a battery, 12-volt battery, because that's what it's powered by. You're going to have to decide whether it's worth it for yourself. But for me, it's if that one blows up tomorrow, I'm going to go buy another one today. If that blows up tomorrow, I'm going to buy another one today and have it shipped tomorrow. I'm not going to be without a sharpener. I'm not going to have a sawmill and be without a sharpener. I can't make any sense out of that. I can't justify that.